So, are you ready to make your Python projects really pop off the screen? In this explainer, we're going to unlock the full color spectrum and take your code from just functional to, well, unforgettable. Let's get started. Look, we have all been there, right? Your code works perfectly, but the output is just a little bland. Well, today, that ends. We're officially moving beyond the basics and starting a quest to bring some vibrant, expressive color into your graphics. All right, let's start with level 1. You can think of this as your color starter pack. Python's graphics library gives you a whole set of built-in colors, and you don't have to do any extra work to use them. So how many are we talking about? 143, to be exact. That's a huge palette of named colors that you can use right out of the box just by knowing their names. And using them couldn't be easier. I mean, when you're coding a shape, you can literally set the fill to chartreuse or the border to salmon just by typing the name in as a string. It's that simple. Now, 143 colors is a great start for sure. But what happens when you need a very specific shade? You know, something like mint green or periwinkle. That little limitation is exactly where our next level up comes in, and trust me, it's a true creative superpower. Okay, welcome to level 2, the RGB superpower. It's time to go way beyond that pre-made list. So how does the computer really think about color? Well, we might say sea green, but the computer sees a specific recipe, RGB 46, 139, 87. The thing is, these are just two different ways of saying the exact same thing. By learning that simple RGB command, your color palette just exploded from 143 to over 16 million. Let that sink in. The creative possibilities are now, well, they're basically infinite. So how do you find the code for that perfect shade of mint green you wanted? You just do a quick web search for RGB mint green, and boom, you'll get the 3 numbers you need to plug right into your code. So what's the secret formula here? RGB stands for red, green, and blue. You're basically giving the computer a recipe with 3 values from 0 to 255, telling it exactly how much red, green, and blue to mix together. You master this, and you can create any color your screen can possibly display. All right, you've totally mastered solid colors, but now it's time to learn how to blend them together for some seriously professional artistic flair. Welcome to the world of gradients. First up, we've got the radial gradient. By just listing 2 colors in the gradient function, you create this really smooth circular blend. It fades from the first color in the center out to the second color at the edges. It's perfect for like a glowing effect or a sunburst. And next, we have linear gradients. So unlike the circular fade of a radial gradient, these blend in a straight line. The key here, the real magic, is the start parameter. By setting it to left or right or top or even a corner, you get total control over the direction of the color flow. And creating one is a super simple 3-step process. First, choose your colors. Second, pick a starting point, like a side or a corner. And third, you just plug them into the code and that's it. You've instantly got this beautiful flowing effect.
And now for the final boss. You've blended 2 colors, but hey, why stop there? Let's take on the ultimate challenge, coding a full-on rainbow.
This is your ultimate tool for creative expression. You are not limited to just 2 colors in a gradient. You can just keep adding more to the function. Red, blue, green, whatever you want, to create an entire spectrum inside a single shape. So let's do a quick recap of the amazing creative powers you've just unlocked. You started with 143 names colors, then you leveled up to over 16 million with RGB, and then you mastered the art of blending them with both radial and linear gradients, even using a bunch of colors at once. And you know what? That's no exaggeration. You now have the fundamental tools that professional designers use every single day to create stunning visuals. You've really learned how to paint with code. So now that this power is officially in your hands, the only real limit is your imagination. Are you going to design a cool logo, or create an amazing sunset, or maybe build a whole vibrant game world? The choice is yours. Go for it.